Jared with ROCKERRAZZI.com. We're at the Grammy Museum with Ben Harper. Man, thanks so much for taking the time out. Appreciate it. What a cool event tonight. How did this all come about?
You know, I'm not exactly sure who enlisted us for the Grammy gig, but because I'm along for, if Ringo says to go out in the street and busk, I'll be there.
Of course, me too.
But I'm just what a great room and a great gig.
Right. Have you ever played the room before?
No, and I'd never been into the museum, so that was a first, and went all through it today. It's great.
Was there anything in particular in the museum that kind of was most memorable?
My suit.
Oh yeah. Right. How does that feel?
Awkward and great, and excited that something like that sort of made the cut, because I'm sure there's a lot of things that could fill that space, and that one stood up, held its hand up high. You can run away from home, but you can't run away.
So I saw you twice actually at the Staple for opening for Pearl Jam, one of my favorite bands. Gibson, right. And amazing. And one of the most amazing moments that I saw in 2009 was when I can't remember which night it was, when you went out there Acapella and just belting it out to the crowd. That thing gives me chills talking about it. Is that something that you've done for a while? Or,
I have done it before. It's kind of become stock and trade for me. Like whenever there's a room I think I can get to the back of, I'll step away from the mic at least at one point and try to prove it at least to myself.
Right. It's amazing.
Thanks a lot.
Any pre-gig rituals for you, Ben? Like, I know this is kind of an unorthodox evening, but when you're, is there anything that you have to eat? Do you have to meditate? What do you do before a show?
My ritual is to not get obsessed with ritual.
Okay.
It's just to act like, we're doing a show. That's right, and just go up fresh and inspired by that moment, not obsess on what you're about to do.
It kind of resonates with me with the Pearl Jam and their attitude with music, and in particular Eddie Vedder's. And I know you guys are very tight, and so that it's right
at every turn.
And you think that's is that the key to kind of keeping your dignity and your identity within your music?
Man, I think you've got a really great point. I think it is. I mean, I think to not be overstimulated, over addicted to everything outside of the creative process is super healthy, and just to remain focused on what is the most important aspect of what it is that I do anyway, and it's make music, write music, and play music, and record music. So if there's going to be a suit in a museum or a Grammy award, that's all to be taken. It's all humbling, and I take it with great appreciation. But it's not who I am. Right. Who I am is the next song that I'm going to write. I stumble to your altar with my knees bent, my head bowed, so it's You get into your late 30s, early 40s. It means a lot. It means something, but you have to be super careful, because the minute you care about legacy, it means you give a fuck, and you can never give a fuck and still make urgent rock. It's Ben Harper here, and you're watching ROCKERRAZZI.com.